Howdy, friendo. I'm One Tucker, and this is my first game jam. And that's not a description of what this is, it's the name of the actual game jam. It's a jam for people, specifically for people who are just starting the game development process. It's 2 weeks long instead of the traditional, 24 hours or 2 days, which is what a lot of the big game jams do. And this just started last year, and so far it's been a biannual thing. But this starts in January, and it goes for 2 weeks, and it's a chance for people to really just get to know the ins and outs of game development. And I did this last year, the first year that it started, and I did the winter 2016 one, and I made a little proof of concept game called Geisterhaus, and that was the first thing that I'd made that really felt like I could even show it to anybody. Like, it was something that was playable, and I felt not great, but I felt okay submitting it to the game jam. And somebody went through the games afterwards and played a whole bunch of them. And one of the games that they played was mine, and that gave me just such a good feeling that I really wanted to go through the games this year and play as many of them as I could. There were 92 games that were submitted. This is the information here, and I'll leave a link to the page so y'all can find it, because there's also a summer edition that is, I haven't seen dates for it yet, but I'm sure they'll be around. And I am just so grateful for the people who organized this, and I'm so proud of everyone who took part in this, because it's a big thing to try and get into your first game and put it out there. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing as many games as I can. Some of them I can't because they're specifically for Android or Mac. And I'm going to go into all of them blind and comment on them as I'm playing them, and then afterwards, if you look at the community, there are development logs for most of the games. So after I play each of the games, I'm going to go read the devlog off camera, and then I'm going to come back and talk a little bit more about it, having seen the development process. And I'm just really looking forward to playing these games. So the game that I'm starting off with is CU underscore, and I don't know if the underscore is ought to be a pronounced part of the name, but whatever. Of course, there's going to be a link to this, the itch.io page, in the description of this video, and it is made by Candy-chan. They said in the description of it, it was inspired by vaporwave, bow N, and the view of a lake from their computer desk. So this really caught my eye. I really appreciate sort of like really minimalistic twine games, which is what I'm pretty sure this was made in. I'm just really excited to get into it. I admit I did poke at it earlier because I just wanted to make sure that it worked. And the little bit of that I saw of it looked really cool, so I'm excited. Hello. How are you today? I'm doing okay. Not really. I'm sorry to hear that. Should we take a break? No, it's fine. Let's take a break. Okay. Go get a glass of water, lay down, listen to nice music. Better? Not really. Yeah, sure, I'm alright. I'm good. I'm alright, I'm good, let's keep playing. Better. In front of you is the frozen lake. It stretches for miles. Behind you is the white door. Walk onto the ice. It's pink. You walk out onto the frosty white ice. I hope you're wearing the proper attire for this cold. I'm probably not ice cold ready, but I am chilly ready. I'm dressed for chilly weather. That's the thing that I was trying to say in English with my human mouth. You see a pathway ahead. The pathway is paved with loose snow. It crunches beneath your feet. The sun is shining a bright, vivid pink. Up ahead is a small building. The path continues past it. As you walk, the ice around you melts into the magenta sky. The sand feels warm and soft on your bare feet. Excuse me? Weren't we at a lake in the winter? All right, I'm going with it. As you walk through the dunes, that doesn't even sound like, I'm thinking dunes of sand, like dunes of sand in a desert rather than a beach. How did we get to the desert? Okay. As you walk through the dunes, you see something just beyond the horizon. A large obelisk glows with an unearthly light, an almost lime green, but sometimes bright grape color. Oh, that's, but green with purple in it is, if I'm remembering correctly, the color of magic octarine as described in Terry Pratchett's Discworld series. So that's interesting. It probably isn't a reference to that, but that'd be cool. You place your hand on the obelisk as the area around you melts into static. What? Do I need to restart? I didn't think Twine had error screens like this. Is there something? Oh, well, that's interesting. All right, I can dig it. Now look what you've done. Sorry about that. Everything should be a little bit easier to see now. If it's not, I'm sorry about that. I'll try and get things better set up in the future. It's a little hard to set up your camera when you're not sure what your camera's going to be locking. Alright, let's keep going. The ground is indiscernible from the sky, both a blinding white. You feel disoriented and you swear you can see a faint iridescent film somewhere. You're going to need to restart. This is really interesting. I'm liking this. Hello, how are you today? I'm doing okay. Not really. I wonder what happens, whether or not, I wonder how it changes, if it changes depending on if you pick, I'm gonna pick what I picked before. Hold up, wait, we've been here before, haven't we? What did you do? You know what, it doesn't matter anymore. What's done is done. Let me get you back to where you are supposed to be. The sand feels warm and soft on your bare feet. As you walk through the dunes, you see something just beyond the horizon. A large obelisk glows with an unearthly light. An unearthly light, an almost lime green, but sometimes bright grape color. You stare at the obelisk for a moment before continuing along. Okay, so last time we were here we touched it, which is apparently a bad idea, and we're not allowed to do that anymore. The sun is setting. The warm fuchsia hues on the horizon complement the dark night and bright sparkling stars. It's getting cold. I thought it was cold. Lights dance across your vision as neon signs twinkle in and out of existence. The night stars aren't visible in the city. Oh, okay. Okay, we're in the city now. You stroll toward the shopping district. You can smell the hundreds of food vendors and get a little hungry. You decide to try pizza. The city is famous for the deep dish dessert pizza and the deep dish regular pizza. Or shaved ice. You aren't that hungry, and the pitch black syrupy topping looks interesting. I'm not sure if I'm interested in a pitch black syrupy topping. If one, because that sounds a little bit sketch, and two, because it seems like if it's not sketch, it's licorice, which is just pizza. You have trouble deciding which kind to get, so you settle on the dessert pizza. The sugar-coated crust, the rich chocolatey sauce, the flushy marshmallow cream, and the cinnamon glaze drizzle. This was a good choice. Huh. So was the other one a bad choice? Now that you've had your treat, it's time to check out the rest of the shopping district. Out of the many stalls, one in particular catches your eye. Standing behind the stall is a formless dark figure, just like the other residents of the city. I'm gonna have to ask you to run that by me again. Please. What kind of city am I in? Full of neon lights and formless dark figures. The only thing they have to offer is a shining pearl. Oh, ow. Okay. That's very orange. There was a warning in their description that there were some very bright contrasting colors. They take the pearl in what can only be their hand and give it to you. They stare at you and wait expectantly. They want you to eat the pearl. How can I tell? It's a formless dark figure. I'm not even sure if what they're using to hand me this is their hand. How? Okay. It's candy. It tastes like citrus and mint. You thank them for the pearl and walk away. You need to leave. The city is too loud this time around. This time around. So if I keep going around, will it get quieter? Would I be able to stay longer? You walk out onto the boardwalk. The white noise of the waves calms you. Night becomes day. You jump into the crystal clear water. You are very impulsive, you know that? I love the sea, though. The water is refreshingly cool but not cold. You can see the sunlight reflected off the water. You swim deeper. What are you doing? I guess you just want to swim a bit, huh? You see fish darting about the coral, hundreds of vivid colors dancing around. You swim deeper. I've always really wanted to go to a coral reef. Oh man. You should probably swim back up now. It's getting cold. As you swim down, the light gradually fades and the bright fish and coral appear less. Directly below you is a ravine. You swim deeper. You can't see. You are freezing. You feel a presence. Listen to me. You need to get out of there. The presence draws closer. Can you hear me? Hurry up! The presence draws closer. Please listen, you need to do as I say right now. The presence draws closer. I don't think I can listen to you, pal. What have you done? You feel a presence. The water around you turns a metallic flavored red. Did I get eaten by an eldritch abomination in the horrifying deep. Oh man. Oh man. Again? Why do you do this? 'Cause it's a cool game, bruh. All you can see in this expanse are thousands of eyes staring from every direction. They have an iridescent film over them. Ooh, you're going to need to restart. Hello again. How are you today? I'm doing okay. I said not really last time, so I wonder if I choose it again, or should I? I'll go again. We've been here twice now. Why do you do these things? I don't want to see you here again. Go back to where you're supposed to be. Okay, so now I'm probably not going to be allowed to swim down into the deep, dark depths. You walk out onto the boardwalk. The white noise of the waves calms you. Night becomes day. You look up at the sky. It's so different here. You step onto the platform. You're going to take one of the city's many transports to your next destination. The ride is crowded and uncomfortable. You've reached your stop. I hate public transport. I hate people. The telebus pulls away and disappears into the folds of time. I guess so. That might as well happen. You're back at the crossroads. On one side of you, light refracts off the cold snowfall. On the other side, a warm breeze carries rainbow flower petals. Light reflects off the cold snowfall. So, if I'm back at the crossroads, is this back at the frozen lake? Because there was a building by the lake that I had the power. I had the option to go into or go past, and I went past and got to the obelisk. So I think I'm gonna have to play this through like a couple of times because, whoa boy, it seems like you've worked a lot of stuff into here and I really like it. I'm gonna see if I can check out the frozen building and see if I can figure out if it's the place I've been before or not. You walk up to the building. The door is still wide open. So it must be the building that I saw earlier. As you walk in, you feel something in your pocket. Do I? I don't have anything in my pockets. You take the pearl out of your pocket. It's shaking and glowing softly. When did this get here? I thought I ate it. It seems to get brighter the further in you get. You look to the side and see an empty lamp. You can put the pearl inside it for a makeshift light. That's interesting. If I hadn't taken the pearl and eaten it, would I have it? Or would it have shown up and I just wouldn't realize there was a pearl in another part of the game? You walk through the cold, dark building, illuminated only by the small pearl. You don't think you're alone. As you walk, you come to a hallway. At the end is a sharp bend. You don't know what is around the corner. You're not sure what it is you're looking at, but it's not good. You need to run. When you turn around, you realize that the hallway behind you disappeared, leaving only the wall. You have to face it. When you turn back around, you see two pathways. One leads left, one leads right. Left. It's a dead end. Head down the right path. The correct path. When you turn back around, you see two pathways. Go right. You come to a room. Inside the room is a person. They are in front of a device. You can see words. Get closer. Wait, no, don't do that. Well, I've been so good at doing what you asked me to up till now. You can read the words. 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 Stop with these shenanigans. So if I'm understanding this, I've just walked up to myself. Okay, so I guess we're not going to do that because that's just an infinite loop. Wait, no, don't do that. Good job, crisis averted. Now back to the story. Oh, you're wondering when I decided to start helping you again. I don't think I can tell you that. Anyway, the story. Wasn't I being chased? It seems like you've always been helping me, really. I don't know why you're saying when you decided to start helping me again, because it seems like you're trying to keep me out of trouble. And I keep getting myself further into trouble, but you're also not presenting me with a lot of options to keep myself out of trouble. This room is a bit lighter than the rest. It seems like daylight. In front of you is a door. Is it the white door that leads to the lake? Nope. You open the door and step through. You're standing in a familiar room. You are woken up by the sound of your alarm clock. So, it was all a dream? Well, that's it. Story's over. I guess I'll be going now. See you. See You was created in Twine 2 for my first game jam winter 2017. Thanks for playing. Maybe some time I'll redo this like I wanted with art and music. Ay. Good shit. I thought I might be able to click something else here, but it doesn't look like it. Alright, that was See You then. Hold on a hot second. I'm gonna go through this again. Okay, that was a really cool little experience. Thank you to Candy-chan for submitting this. I don't know if you'll see this or not, but you managed to make something that felt really, really open, given the time that you had. It's 2 weeks. To do something that you're not familiar with is a really, really short amount of time, and this was very, very well made. A lot of the color use in the text and background made it really atmospheric, and it'd be cool with art and music, but and I think I might put like a backing track in this video so you don't have to just listen to my voice. But honestly, I think it works really well as an entirely text-based game, because you're making this seem like you're making this very obscure environment, and you're really giving a sense of the environment with the text colors. I also feel like, oh, it was only a dream is usually a little bit of like a cop-out of things, but it also works pretty well for this, given that it's a very, very dreamlike feeling. I think you captured the sort of narrative aesthetic you were going for really well. I'd really like to see it expanded upon. It feels like the kind of thing that would really easily lend itself to multiple endings. The fact that you have to go through it multiple times, I think is really, really cool. So yeah, that was a great little game. I really, really enjoyed it. And I'm gonna go ahead and check out your devlog if you have one and see your process for this, and I might have some more comments after looking at that, or maybe not. Alright, so I checked out the devlog, and I looked at the little, I looked at the audio the audio test that you had for it, and it sounds pretty cool. It's definitely a different sound feel than the sort of atmospheric feel that I got from the game. But I think on like a first playthrough with the music, I feel like it would definitely change the feeling of the game a little bit, and it might just be because I've been like listening to a lot of like horror or spooky stuff lately. It kind of made me think of sort of like choose your own adventure, like not horror game, but it gave kind of like a spooky vibe to me, that I'm not sure if you were really going for, but I really, really enjoyed it. Also, I think somebody else said this in the thread, but damn, what an organized map. That's super nice, man. Um, if you get around to updating it, I will definitely play it again. I'd love to see more. And oh, I'm just so excited for everybody's games. Oh man. Ah, I love game development so much. I was so sad that I didn't get to participate in this game jam just because I had too much stuff going on, but I'm just so happy to see everything from it. That's it for the game jam games for now. I think I'm going to be doing I kind of thought about doing multiple per video because they're all such short games, but I think because I tend to go on and on and on about game design, that they're probably good in their own videos. I've been recording for a long time now. Just because I wanted to explore what this game had to offer, and see what the development process behind it was. So thank you so much, all one or two of you, for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.